选票说话，让不合格的、不称职的、想作秀的 DA 让他们下去，好不好？我们不做替罪羊，不做替罪羊，不做替罪羊，不做替罪羊 ，Justice， Justice， Justice。
同胞们、朋友们，我非常感谢今天能够我们不公平的正义，大家站出来，我感到兴奋。今天在这里。数万人在这里，我们追求什么？我们追求司法公正，我们追求我们Peter Liang不要做替罪羔人。
OK， 接下来我们有请亚裔维权大联盟发起人之一肖桂元先生致辞。
各位侨胞，大家好！今天非常高兴看到全球今天为了公平正义声援我们的Peter Liang警官，所以我今天代表中华公所来到这里看这个大家致敬，也非常感谢我们侨胞那么踊跃来参加，今天算是一个公平正义的盛会。
我们格瑞斯梦国会议员把亚裔新年作为纽约市的公共假日的第一年，但是这个第一年的团圆年，我们就在这里，因为这件事情团圆。所以呢，我们接下来很想请我们的国会议员格瑞斯梦来给我们讲两句，好不好，各位？
Now we would like to invite our Congresswoman Grace Mann to give a speech. Thank you. Good afternoon. On November 20th, 2014, two young men who came to New York City, one from Hong Kong and another from the U.S. Virgin Islands, to pursue the American dream, tragically crossed paths in an unlit stairwell in Brooklyn's pink houses. By the end of their encounter, one would be dead and the other's future would be forever altered. Last week's conviction of NYPD officer Peter Liang in the accidental shooting of Akai Gurley has ignited vigorous debates across New York City and throughout the country. But one thing is clear in this tragic case: the system failed. It failed both Peter Liang and Akai Gurley. The elevator in the pink houses should not have been broken. The lights should not have been out in the stairwell. Two rookie cops should not have been patrolling by themselves in New York City.
好，朋友们，在过去所有声援Peter Liang的活动当中，无论是新闻发布会、集会还是游行，你都可以看到一个身影，一个白人议员的身影。 他的名字叫做 William Cotton， 纽约州的众议员，掌声加倍送给他，好不好？
Now we would like to have the New York State Assemblyman William Cotton.
Justice for Peter Liang! And justice means an end to scapegoating! No scapegoating! No scapegoating! No scapegoating! No scapegoating! Now, we all want to express our deep condolences for the family of Akai Gurley, as we equally also express our condolences for the family of Peter Liang. And also, I want to say, we express our well wishes and condolences and sympathy for the families of all police officers and everyone who has been shot and injured and killed. Two police officers were shot last night. They're in the hospital now. It looks like they're going to be okay. But again, another example of our New York City police officers every day risking their lives to protect all of us. And when Peter Liang went into that building that night, he was going there not because he wanted to hurt anyone, but because he was trying to protect the families in that building.
在这里，我们还有一个我们的部人示意崔马卡先生从头到尾不惜不离的在一起。今天他们又出来为我们站台，我们大家给他掌声好不好？这里我在这里给大家讲一下，今天刚才收到消息，将近5万人在这边，希望大家前面的主台不要一直吹前面，因为我们保持冷静，希望大家保持冷静。现在外面的警察都不让我们我们那边还有个赛。那边还有一个公园，希望大家不要推到前面来，谢谢。再次感谢我们崔马凯先生，谢谢他一路上支持。
My name is Councilman Mark Traeger, and I'm proud here to support the community. I want to say that over 74 years ago, President Roosevelt signed an executive order that seized the property and the possessions of thousands of Asian Americans during World War II. These are people that fought for our country, who had relatives fighting for our country. We find ourselves, 74 years later, fighting for the same type of justice and equity for all. I believe that we are here to stand for justice, not revenge. Justice, not revenge. Justice, not revenge. Justice, not revenge.
今天能有这么多人站在这里，微信 脸书社交媒体功不可没。凝聚华人力量群的朋友们 ，say yes！ 你们的群主吴一平在这里，请他讲讲话好不好？
The next up will be the co-chairman of Coalition of Asian Americans for Civil Rights, Mr. Yi Ping-woo.
Thank you all. I think I could speak Chinese much better here. 这个我是跟陈先生，我们大同盟亚裔维权大同盟一起，还有那个任伯年先生，还有那个大个先生，我们在整个从去年到现在，一直坚持到现在。这个我只能说一句话，歌里面唱的就是一句话，我们中文里面说的，坚持有点难，但是我们坚持下来了。 那么我就说一下我们的感受。当初我们出来的时候，Peter Liang给5项的 charge， 所以我们当初走到街上的时候是非常痛苦，大家的心情都是很悲怆了。那我就在这里跟大家分享一个感觉，我们呢听不到声音，没有我们的声音，我们觉得很弱小，所以呢。 在这个时候呢，我们就站出来，要做这件事。那么今天呢，来了那么多朋友，那么多支持我们大同盟的朋友，我们感谢大家，谢谢。我再讲一句是很重要的话，我们中国人讲的是秋后算账。 秋后算账就什么意思呢？对我的理解，我们在秋天的时候，我们要 vote 我们的人，或者支持我们的人，不要让梁彼得的事件再发生、再出现。Justice for all. Thank you.
好，接下来呢，我们要请出的仍然是来自亚裔维权大联盟的发起人之一，任伯年先生来讲话，好不好？我们来。
Oh, the next up is also one of the co-chairmen of our Coalition of Asian Americans for Civil Rights, Mr. Phil Jim.
Hello everyone. I want to thank everyone to take time out from your Saturday to come here today. It is wonderful to see so many people come out to speak up for yourself, for your family, for your children. From what I understand, close to 50,000 people are here. The park's been closed. There are many people outside, many people in Brooklyn, in Manhattan, in Flushing, in Long Island, who wanted to be here but couldn't get here because there's not enough buses to take them here. Everyone already talked about why we're here. We needed justice for Peter Liang. We don't want him to be a scapegoat. But we want also to thank all those people who supported him from the get-go. Which means a year ago, in February, we held the first press conference in Flushing, that we will not stand to see him being scapegoated. The only elected official who came out at that time was Councilman Peter Liang. He was the only one that came out and said, yes, we ought to look into this. Make sure that he's going to get a fair treatment. When elected officials, after the incident, wanted to persecute Peter Liang before any details came out, that council member is absolutely wrong. And we don't want that to happen. Peter, at that time, man of reason said, let's wait for the facts. And now, we stand up March 8th at City Hall. We were here in April. We marched across the Brooklyn Bridge. 5,000 people. That was great. And we're back here now with 50,000 people. It's because we are outraged. We are angry. We cannot stand this anymore. You know what? I am really really sick and tired of what's going on. I don't ever want to come back. 40 years ago, in Chinatown, we also have demonstrations. Corky, he knows. Bird, he knows. 40 years later, one generation later, we are still talking about we want equality. We want justice. There's something wrong about this. We are got to find a better way. 40 years later, if we don't do anything, we're going to be back here. Not me. Maybe my children, maybe your children, or their children's children. It's going to keep going if we don't make a change. And we need to change. You know how we change? Every one of you got the power. You got the power. I got the secret. You want to know what the secret is? You register to vote. There are 50,000 people here and more. I'm hearing that over 40 cities across the country out there today demonstrating. If we vote in a unified way, you don't think people will listen? You don't think it's going to happen? I must say, I appreciate William Colton, Assemblyman, Councilman Mark Traeger. They supported us from day one. Day one. They've been here every day. All the fair weather politicians, I'm sorry to say, only come out when there's a big crowd. That's not going to make it. You know what? When we have the power, we put people in office who's going to stand up and fight for us. Right? And also, when we use that power to take down those who do not stand up for us or fight for us, we tell them, pack your bags and go home. So, utilize your power and don't want to come back here, be angry, be outraged. We could do it silently, but effectively get those people who's going to stand up and fight for us. And that's what we want. If we don't make that change, we be here every other day, and I don't want to come back. I don't know about you. This is not a concert, okay? What do we want? Justice. What do we want? Justice. What do we want? Justice for Peter Liang. Justice for Peter Liang. Justice. Let's make it happen. Register to vote. Vote in a unified fashion. Put the people who's going to help us in office, and tell those who are not going to help us, did us wrong, pack your bags and go home. Thank you.
Now, who got the power?
各位，接下来要告诉大家一个事情，梁妈妈已经到现场了。Justice, justice for all, justice for Peter Liang。我們請梁媽媽跟我們講兩句，好不好？大家支持佢哋，支持梁媽媽，再支持我哋，大家支持。
Now let's give a nice round of applause for the family of Peter Liang. Mrs. Liang, 媽媽。
首先各位大家好，喺呢度咧向嗰個家人失去嗰個感到好遺憾，好難過。
看不到，梁妈妈不要哭，梁妈媽不要哭，我們支持你。
多謝政要、社員同埋 各位朋友關心 Peter， 我再次衷心咁多謝各位。不過我諗到 Peter 啲嘢。
I want to translate the statement made by Mrs. Liang. Mrs. Liang wants to offer her deepest condolences to the Akai family. She understands the pain of losing a loved one, and they're deeply sorry for the tragic accident. She also wants to offer her thanks, appreciation for the support from all the elected officials, community leaders, friends, and supporters. Thank you.
我哋一路要支持落去，我哋支持到底，我哋攞公平，我哋攞公平，我哋公平。
I have a dream. In a speech, he said, one day I will dream that my 4 young children can live in a country, in a nation that will not judge people by the color of the skin. We here, we share the dream, right? We share the dream. We are equal. United States Constitution guarantee freedom, equality, and justice. We trust, we believe the system. We share the American dream. But today we stand here, we just wake up, find out we did not have an American dream. We have a nightmare, because last year we celebrate 150 years. The Chinese live in this country. We built the railroad. We work so hard. We believe if we work hard, we be good, we're gonna have an American dream. But today, we find out that we feel sorry for the victim of an accident shooting. But I do not understand why that the district attorney is making Peter Liang another victim. So we are here. We are here for the first day of a long road. We're gonna have our justice. We want the fairness. We want the equality. We want justice. Right?
很多我们的子女在这边生长，我们都是学其他的major。我希望从今天开始，我们要教我们的子女去学法律，去做 DA， 做检察官，为我们争取权益。谢谢。
我係李忠寶，大家好。我哋今日嚟到係要為爭取正義。我係台山人，我開心見到好多台山人喺呢度。更加主要我係中國人。呢件事嘅發生係一個悲劇。We would not be here. It wasn't for the civil rights leader, the African American who fought for justice for all, and this is what we want: justice for all. 我哋想要嘅係 justice for all, justice for all, justice for all. We also want, we demand D.A. Thompson to say to the judges, the sentencing judge, privately and sentencing what he said publicly, which is Peter Liang did not intend to kill Akai Gurley. We feel for Akai Gurley with his family. His daughter would never see his father. We know the pain. But D.A. Thompson, you need to tell the sentencing judge, as you said publicly, Peter Liang did not intend to kill Akai Gurley. This is contradictory to what he said. What the DA said at sentencing, that he intended to kill him. Peter Liang did not intend to kill him. An accident, it is not a crime. Accident is not a crime. Justice for all. Thank you.
Equal justice for all. We 做咩啊？因為我哋唔出聲，因為我哋沉默。